Storytime/X/. This shit is all true. Be 20, in college in Colorado. Live near foothills, lots of cool wooded areas to drive to that aren't too far from campus. Have friend, Simon, who is pretty into drugs. Occasionally he'd ask me to do shrooms with him. One time he asks me, tell him I don't feel like doing them but I'll babysit him and just smoke weed or whatever. He says that's cool. Get a group together one Saturday and drive up the Flatirons, pack in a bag of shrooms and a shit ton of weed. 5 of us total. Me, my friend Ian, and a girl I was into at the time Sarah are babysitting. Simon and our friend Keegan are the ones doing the shrooms. Park car in one of those hiking area parking lots. No other cars, seems pretty deserted, middle of the day. At first we thought that was good but then Ian checked the weather forecast and it said there is a chance of rain. Our dumb asses didn't check the weather before doing this. Too late now niggas. It's still pretty nice out at this point, only like 2 p.m. so we head up into the hiking trail and go until we find a nice open area. We are literally like 5 minutes from the car. Figure we don't have to go far considering it doesn't look like anybody will be hiking here anyway and we're at a pretty remote place. The babysitter starts smoking out of the pipe and the other two discuss how they are going to eat the shrooms. Literally right as Keegan pops a shroom Simon remembers he left his phone in the car. Keegan was a first-timer so he was kind of paranoid and just wanted to stay where he was. I offer to go with Simon to the car. He just says it's cool, just chill and he'll be right back. We all don't really think much of it because we're not too far from the car. Me, Ian and Sarah are smoking and Keegan is just chilling waiting for the shrooms to hit him, laughing it up. 10 minutes later Simon still hasn't come back. After about 20 minutes we realize he should be back by now. Sarah considers going and looking for him. He probably just had to take a dump or something. We keep smoking, start to worry a little. I'm about to go to the car to find him. 30 minutes after he left, we finally see him come up the trail. Walking super slowly like he was being really careful where he stepped or something. Doesn't say anything as he approaches. We kinda interrogate him, he says he just got his phone, nothing else. We can get more than 10 words out of the guy, and he's usually the most talkative motherfucker I've ever known. Like literally everything was a one-word response or a shrug and he doesn't smile at all. Kind of just go fuck it because Keegan is starting to feel his trip so we turn our attention to him. Simon no longer seems to have an interest in the shrooms. Keegan is acting hilarious, describes shit he sees to us, laughs at everything, fascinated by tree bark and shit. We're all laughing like idiots at him. All but Simon. I don't really bother asking him if he's going to take the half bag of shrooms, I just kinda figure he started feeling sick or something. It's been about an hour and a half now and the overcast is getting heavier. Probably gonna rain soon. Me and Ian are discussing where we could go inside with a tripping Keegan when Sarah just screams really loud and points out a tree a little ways away from us. What the fuck, why you screaming bitch? She says she saw some huge furry animal go behind the tree. None of us believe her since we didn't hear or see shit. She says it moved totally silently but she swears she saw it. Ian and I are kind of calling bullshit but all of a sudden Simon starts saying we should go check it out. You fucking serious? We all really want to leave now because of the coming rain but Simon keeps insisting we go look at whatever the fuck Sarah saw. We kind of argued about this for what seemed like absurdly long time. He kept saying we should go look but not giving a good reason why. We said it was probably a bear or something that could maul us and he would just say it won't hurt us. I remember very specifically him saying it wouldn't hurt us. He seemed so confident about that, like he already knew what animal it was or something. Keegan is pretty much not moving from his little spot and we can't just leave him there. I'm pretty high at this point too and really don't want to move either. Ian is finally like, alright dude, if I go over there and check it out with you, can we just go? Simon agrees and the two of them go out and kind of leave our view in our little clearing as they go towards the tree Sarah pointed out. We lose sight of them. Keegan is seriously noping out, like on the verge of tears and tripping really bad. Sarah trying to calm him down. My phone rings, which startles the fuck out of all of us, and I pull it out. It's Simon's phone calling me. What the fuck? Answer it and hear his voicemail message immediately. You know, like the message that would play if I had called him and he hadn't answered. I swear on my life that I didn't pocket dial him or anything. It was an incoming call and my ringtone was going off and everything, but his voicemail message played. Seriously, what the fuck? Out now. Hang up and start calling Simon and Ian's names. They don't answer. Feel raindrops coming down. Trees aren't giving that much cover. Suddenly hear a weird moaning sound coming from the direction that they walk towards and not too far away from us. Kind of like a dog whimpering at first, but then it got louder and louder until it was a full-on wail. Sounded like something laughing, like a cackling noise. Kind of like Keque, but in no particular cadence. Okay, time to leave. Sarah and I have to lift Keegan up. He's pretty much in hysterics now. Start running towards car. I try calling Ian as we run. His phone is off or dead. We get to car. Keegan gets in backseat, seriously tripping out. Sarah is trying to calm him down. I'm outside the car looking for any sign of the other two. See them only about 2 minutes later coming down the trail, except they're both doing that super slow walk now and both seem way too calm. When they finally get to us, I ask them what the fuck happened and ask if they heard that noise. Both of them say they didn't hear anything. Both of them say they didn't find any animal. Both of them deny calling me or receiving a call from me. They answer every questions with 1 or 2 fucking words, and they don't seem to be fazed by the fact that the other 3 of us are freaked the fuck out. It's starting to really rain and we're out in the open, so I just really want to go home, so we all get in the car. Ian and Simon sit next to each other in the back and barely talk on the ride back. Pretty silent overall. Keegan is like huddled up, still tripping. I take us back to campus and tell everyone I'll just take them home and watch Keegan by myself for a while until he comes down, which would be hours from now. Simon and Ian both want to stay with us. They don't say fucking shit besides that they don't want to be taken home, they want to stay with us longer. I tell them I just want to go home at this point, coming down from my high. Sarah agrees. In the end I agreed to drop both of them off at Ian's apartment. Thought it was weird that Ian didn't want to go home. He and Simon were never that great of friends. Had never been there before, need directions. Ian is being super fucking unhelpful, like he doesn't know where he's going to his own apartment. I end up having to use my smartphone to navigate where I am. Notice that neither Ian or Simon take out their smartphones the whole time. Finally find the place and they all get out without saying shit. Don't even thank me or anything. Sarah and I just kind of have a huge freak out after they are all gone and discuss how surreal the whole thing was. Discuss how Ian and Simon weren't acting like themselves at all and make sure that the noise we heard wasn't just our imaginations. We both heard the exact same thing. Both describe it as a cackling, didn't sound human at all. Here's the kicker. Later, after I drop Sarah off, find Simon's phone in the front seat. On the way there he was in the front, on the way back he was in the back seat. In other words, he never got his phone from the car when he went back for it. Check phone call record. Outgoing call to me. I still have Simon's phone and he hasn't made any attempt to contact me to get it back. This all happened a couple weekends ago. I figured maybe he was busy with finals and stuff, but now finals are over and he still hasn't said a word to me. I'm kind of scared to give it back to him. I am friends with his roommate who tells me that Simon is barely ever home anymore. He's always at Ian's apartment. Like he'll just leave and sometimes won't come back until the next day, and then for only a few hours. When asked, he just says he's hanging out at Ian's. I'm really freaked out /x/. What the hell happened to my friends?
Try calling in from Simon's phone and check up on what they're doing.
Okay, so I tried this and something weird happened. I called Ian's phone from Simon's phone and I got Simon's voicemail message. When I call Ian's phone from my phone, I don't get anything, it just goes straight to voicemail. That's a little strange. Either way, neither of them are picking up.